Bandeyam Shri Guru Shiyatha Parakamlam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shirupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shirada Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivashikam Vitam Scha Om Adhyana Timaranda Shah Ganachana Shalakaya Chakshura Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Gurva Vistam Supurakam Gurgana Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Samastabeda Nipanam Shirupa Patanugam Govindabidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Vande Vishwaguruncha Divyat Bhagavat Prem Navi Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanam Suchanda Varanam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Bandetam Shubharam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishwara Shidaram Vanchakopatarubhyas Chakripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamananyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gora Tavishe Nama. So we're continuing with our reading of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur. This is the Adi-khanda. We're on chapter 13, Defeating the Digvijayi Pandit. Jaya Jaya Dvijakula Deepa Gorachandra Jaya Jaya Bhakta Gosti Hridaya Ananda. All glories to Sri Gaurachandra, the shining light of the family of Brahmanas. All glories to the Lord who increases the happiness in the hearts of his devotees. All glories to Sri Gaurachandra, the shining light of the family of Brahmins. All glories to the Lord who increases the happiness in the hearts of his devotees. Jaya Jaya Dwarapala Govindaranath Jiva Prati Kora Prabhu Shubha Drishtipat. All glories to the Lord of Govinda, the doorkeeper. O Lord, please glance mercifully on the living entities. Jaya Adyapaka Shiro Ratna Bipraraj Jaya Jaya Chaitanyara Bhakata Samaj. All glories to the crest jewel of teachers and the king of Brahmins. All glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Henamate Vidyarasi Sri Vaikuntanath Vaisena Sabar Kori Vidyagarbhapat. In this way, the Lord of Vaikuntha enjoyed his scholastic pastimes by vanquishing the scholar's pride. Jajapiya Navadipe Pandita Samaj Kotiyard Bhuta Adyapaka Nana Shastra Raj. Navadip was full of millions of learned scholars, each of whom had mastered various scriptures. Bhattacharya Chakravarti Mishvabha Acharya Adyapana Bhinakaro Aranahikarya. Bhattacharyas, Chakravartis, Mishras, and Acharyas had no occupation other than teaching. Jajapiya Sabais, Swatantra Sabarjai, Shastra Charcha Hoile, Brahmareha Nahishai. These scholars were all independent and so victorious in debating scriptures that they disregarded persons as learned as Lord Brahma. Prabhu Jatan, everyone put forward their independent opinions and endeavored to defeat others. They had no patience to hear the opinion of others in scriptural topics and even disregarded the conclusions of scholars who were as learned as Lord Brahma. They tried to defeat the most respectable scholars through their arguments. Prabhu Jatan Nirabari Akshepa Prabhu Jatan Nirabari Akepa Korena Parampara Shakateha Sabaishunena. The Lord constantly rebuked these goers who had to directly or indirectly hear those taunts. Tatapiya hena jana nahe prabhu prati dvairukte korite karo nahi shakti kati. Nevertheless, not one of them was able to counter the Lord's challenges. Hena sa sadbasa janme prabhur dekya sabajajena ek dike namra hoya. They were so frightened on seeing the Lord that they would humbly try to avoid him. Jadeba kahare prabhu korana sambas sejana hoy jena ati boradash. Whoever the Lord spoke with would become his staunch follower. Prabhu pandit yabudi sishukala hoite sabai janena ganga tire balamate. Everyone on the bank of the Ganges knew well that the Lord was most intelligent from his very childhood. Kona rupe keho prabhu dite nahi pare iha o sabarchite jagaye antare. Within their hearts they knew that the Lord could not be defeated in argument. Prabhu dekis swabhave janmaye sadbas ateva prabhu deki sabe hoy bahas. Therefore they naturally became frightened when they saw the Lord, and they were obliged to accept subordination to him. Tatapiya hena tana mayara barai bujibare paritane hena jananai. Nevertheless, the influence of the illusory energy is such that no one was able to recognize him. Teho jadina korana apana birita tabe tane keho nahi jane kadachita. No one can possibly recognize the Lord unless and until he reveals himself. Teho puna nitya suprasana sarvarite tahana maya yapuna sabe vimohite. The Lord is eternally merciful to the living entities in every respect. Yet due to the influence of his illusory energy, everyone remained ignorant of his identity. Hinamate sabare mohiya gorachandra vidyarase navadipe kore prabhu ranga. In this way, Gaurachandra bewildered everyone as he enjoyed his scholastic pastimes in Navadip. Hinakale tata ek maha Digvijayi aila parama hankara jukta hoy. Hinakale tata ek maha Digvijayi aila parama hankara jukta hoy. In the meantime, a proud champion of learning arrived in Navadip. Some people say that the Mahadigvijayi refers to Keshav Kashmiri or Keshav Bhatta, the disciple of Gangalya Bhatta of the Nimbarka Sampradaya. In consideration of the time factor, there is a difference of opinion in this regard. In his Dig Darshani commentary on the Hari Bhakti Vilas, Sripad Gopal Bhatta Goswami Prabhu has quoted many verses from Keshav Bhatta's Krama Deepika as evidence. Later on, this Keshav Bhatta was accepted as an acharya in the disciplic succession of the Nimbarka Sampradaya. If Keshav Bhatta, the author of Krama Deepika, was accepted in the disciplic succession of the Nimbarka Sampradaya, however, then the author of Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas would have mentioned it in his writing. Anyway, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Digvijayi Pandit, is described as from Kashmir, Kashmiri Digvijayi. Saraswati mantrena ekhantu pasaka mantra japi Saraswati korileka basa. He was a staunch devotee of goddess Saraswati. By chanting her mantra, he had won her favor. Vishnu Bhakti Swarupini Vishnu Bhakta Stita Murti Bedir Bede Rama Saraswati Jagannata. Saraswati is the personification of devotional service to Lord Vishnu. Being non-different from Lakshmi, she eternally resides on the chest of Lord Vishnu. She is the mother of the universe. Rama refers to Sri Shakti or Lakshmi, who resides on the chest of Vishnu. Saraswati is the personification of devotional service or Bhu Shakti. She is the consort of the holy name of the Lord. The phrase Jagannata refers to Vishnu's Nila, Leela, and Durga Shaktis. Although the features of Rama, Saraswati, and Durga are different, they are all actually non-different from Sri Narayani or Lakshmi, the internal potency of Sri Narayan. They are all personification of Lord Vishnu's service. Since they are all principal Ashraya Vigrahas, they are the mothers of the universe. So the point here is that this Digvijayi Pandit came to Navadip. Navadip was known as a place of learning. So the purpose of a Digvijayi Pandit is to come there, is to establish himself by defeating others. He establishes himself as the supreme Pandit over all others. And he's come there to challenge all the learned scholars in Navadip because Navadip is famous. So in this way, he comes there hoping to defeat all the learned Pandits in Navadip. Bhagavase, and he's a disciple, as noted, of Saraswati, and he depends on her favor in order to be victorious. Bhagavase Brahmanera Pratyakahoila Tribhuvana Digvijayi Kore Bharadila. Due to the Brahman's great fortune, she appeared before him and blessed him to conquer the three worlds. Jaradishti Patamatre Hoy Vishnu Bhakti Digvijayi Bar Ba Tahana Kon Shakti. What is the difficulty for her to bless one to become a champion of learning when simply by her merciful glance one achieves devotional service to Lord Vishnu? Pai Saraswatir Sakate Bharadan Samsara Jiniya Bipra Bhulistane Stan. After directly receiving the benediction of Goddess Saraswati, the Brahmin traveled from province to province, defeating the local scholars wherever he went. Sarva Shastra Jivaya Aishinirantar Henanahi Jagate Jai Diveka Utar. All the scriptures resided on the tip of his tongue. There was no one in the world who could answer his challenge. Jarakaka Matra Nahi Buje Konchane Digvijayi Hoy Bule Sarvastane Stane. Many scholars were not even able to understand his questions, so he easily conquered the scholars wherever he went. Shunilena Bora Nabadi Pera Mahima Pandita Samaja Jata Tara Nahisima. He then heard about the glories of Navadip, wherein endless learned scholars resided. Parama Samurida Ashra Gaja Jukta Hoy Sabajini Navadipe Gela Digvijayi. Thus, after conquering all other provinces, the champion scholar came to Navadip along with his opulent entourage, which included horses and elephants. Prati Gare Gare Prati Pandita Sabai Mahadwani Upajila Sarva Nadi Jai. As a result, a loud commotion arose in every house and every assembly of learned scholars in Nadia. Sarva Raja Desha Jini Jaya Patraloy Navadipe Asijachi Jache Ek Digvijayi. People everywhere were heard saying, a champion scholar has come to Navadip with a certificate of victory from scholars all over the country. Saraswatir Bharaputra Shuni Sarvajane Pandita Sabara Bora Chinta Hoila Mane. When all the learned scholars of Navadip heard that he was favored by Saraswati, they began to worry. Jambudipe Jatache Panditerastan Sabajini Navadipa Jagate Bakan. Of all places of learning throughout Jambudip, Navadip surpasses all. Henastana Digvijayi Jaibe Jininya Samsare Apratishta Gushibe Shuninya. If this Digvijayi is victorious in such a place as this, then scholars all over the world will condemn us. Jujhite ba Khara Shakti Achetana Sane Saraswati Barajare Dilena Pani. He who has the ability to debate with one who, yet who has the ability to debate with one who has received the blessings of Saraswati. Saraswati Bhakta Jara Jivayapane Manushya ki Bhare Kabu Bhare Tanasane. Since Saraswati resides on his tongue, how can a human being debate with him? Sahasra Sahasra Maha Maha Bhattacharya Sabai Chintena Mane Chadi Sarvakarya. Thousands of great Bhattacharyas left their duties out of anxiety. Chaturdike Sabai Korana Kolahal Bujibana Ebar Jata Vidyabal. All over Navadip, people were heard saying, now we'll understand the power of our knowledge. Esav Vritanta Jata Padu Jaragane Kahilena Nija Guru Gorangarastane. The students went and informed their teacher Goranga of all these incidents. Digvijayi Saraswati Bhashakori Sarvatra Jiniya Bule Jayapatra Dori. A Digvijayi who has been blessed by Saraswati and who has conquered scholars throughout the world has come with his certificate of victory. Hastigora Dola Lok Aneka Samhati Samprati Asiya Hoila Navadip Estiti. He has arrived in Navadip surrounded by elephants, horses, palanquins, and many followers. Navadip Apanara Prati Bandvi Chai Nahejaya Patramage Sakala Sabai. He has come to Navadip seeking an opponent. Otherwise, he demands a certificate of victory from the scholars of Navadip. Shuni Sishaganar Bachan Goramani Hasya Kohite Lagilena Tatvabani. Hearing the words of his students, the Jew like Gauranga smiled and began to describe the nature of the Supreme Lord. Shunabai Saba Eko He Tatvakata. Shunabai Sab Eko He Tatvakata. Ahankarana Shahena Ishvara Sarvata. Listen, dear brothers, the Supreme Lord never tolerates false pride. Jai Jai Guni Mata Hoy Kore Ahankar Avashe Ishwarataha Korana Samhar. Whenever the Lord sees someone proud of some personal quality, he certainly removes the cause of that pride. Valabanta Brika Ara Gunabanta Jan Na Namrata Se Tahara Swabhava Anukan. The nature of both the tree laden with fruit and the man decorated with good qualities is that they bow down with humility. Hoi hoi Nahushabena Bana Naraka Ravana Maha Digvijayi Shuni Chacha Jai Jai Jan. You must have heard of the great Digvijayas of the past like Haihaya, Nahusha, Bena, Bana, Narak, and Ravana. Bujadeke Karagarba Churna Nahi Hoy Sarvata Ishwara Hankara Nahi Shai. Try to think whose pride was not smashed. The Supreme Lord never tolerates anyone's false ego. Etake Tahara Jata Vidya Ahankar Dekibe Etai Saba Hoibe Samhar. Therefore you will see this Digvijayi scholastic pride vanquished here in Navadip. Etaboli Hase Prabhu Sishigan Sange Sandhya Kale Gangatire Ailena Range. After saying this, Nimai smiled. Then in the evening he took his students to the bank of the Ganges. Ganga Jala Sparsha Kore Ganga Namaskori Basilena Sishya Sange Goranga Sri Hari. After sprinkling some Ganges water on his head and offering obeisances, Lord Gauranga sat down on the bank with his students. Aneka Mandali Hoy Sarva Sishyagan Basilena Chaturdike Parama Shobhan. As the students sat around the Lord in various groups, it created an unprecedented scene. Dharmakata Shastrakata Asesha Kotuki Dharmakata Shastrakata Asesha Kotuke Gangatiri Basiya Achena Prabhusuke. The Lord jubilantly engaged in discussing Varnashram Dharma and scriptural topics on the bank of the Ganges. Kaharina Kahimane Babera Ishware Digvijayi Janibana Kemona Prakare. Though he did not say anything, the Lord thought, how shall I defeat this Digvijayi? E viprara hoyache maha ahankar jagate mahara prati dwani nahiyar. This Brahmin has become most proud because he thinks there is no one in the world to oppose him. Sabha madhye jai jadi koriye hare mritatuya hoibeka samsara bitare. If I defeat him in an assembly, it would be equal to death for him. Viprare lagaba koribeka sarbaloke lutibe sarbasva vipra maribeka shoke. Everyone would belittle him. They would plunder his belongings, and he would die in lamentation. Dukana paibe vipra garva hoibe koi virale se koribana digvijayi jai. Therefore I will defeat him in a private place, so that his pride will be destroyed, but he won't be hurt. Emadishwara chintite sekane digvijayi nishai aila seistane. While the Lord was thinking in this way, night fell and the Digvijayi arrived at that spot. Paramanirmalan Nisha Purnachandrabhati Kibashobha Hoya Achena Bhagirati Shishasange Gangatiri Achena Ishwar Ananda Brahmande Rupa Sarva Manohar. It was a clear full moon night, and the Ganges looked most enchanting. As the Lord sat with his students, his attractive form was unmatched throughout innumerable universes. Hasya Jukta Sri Chandra Bharana Anukan Nirantar Dibya Drishti Dui Sri Nayana. A smile decorated the Lord's moon-like face, and his beautiful eyes showered merciful glances. Mukta Jini Sri Dashana Aruna Adar Nayamoy Shukamala Sarvakolibar. His teeth defeated the luster of a string of pearls, and his reddish lips resembled the color of the rising sun. He was full of compassion, and all the limbs of his body were delicate. Sri Mastake Subalita Chanchara Sri Kesha Simagriva Gajaskanda Vilakana Besha. His head was adorned with beautiful curly black hair. His dress was divine. His neck resembled that of a lion, and his shoulders were like those of an elephant. Suprakanda Sri Vigraha Sundara Hridoy Yagya Sutra Rupe Tahe Ananta Vijay. His body was very large, and his attractive chest was adorned by Lord Ananta in the form of a Brahman thread. Sri Lalate Urdhva Suti Laka Manohar Ajanulambita Dui Shri Bhuja Sundar. An enchanting mark of tilak decorated his forehead, and his beautiful arms reached to his knees. Jogapata Chande Bastra Korea Bandhan Bama Uru Maje Tui Dakina Charan Jogapata Chande Bastra Korea Bandhan Bama Uru Maje Tui Dakina Charan. The Lord wore his cloth like a sannyasi, and he sat with his right foot on his left thigh. Korite achena Prabhu shastrara bhyakyan hoinoi korinoi korana praman. As the Lord explained the scriptures, he established correct statements as incorrect and incorrect statements as correct. Aneka mandali hoi sarvasishyagan chaturdike vashya achena shushoban. All of his students sitting around him in groups created an enchanting scene. Apurva Dekila Digvijayi Subis Mita Manebabe E Buje Nimai Pandita. Seeing that wonderful scene, Digvijayi was astonished and thought, is this Nimai Pandit? Alakite Sestani Taki Digvijayi Prabhura Sundarya Chake Alokite Sestani Taki Digvijayi Prabhura Sundarya Chahe Existe Hoy. Digvijayi remained incognito as he gazed steadily on the Lord's beautiful form. Sishyastani Jigyashila Ki Nama Ihan Sishya Bolini My Pandit Kyate Jan. He then asked the student, what is his name? And the student replied, he is the famous Nimai Pandit. Tabe Ganga Namaskori Sevi Prabhar Ailena Ishwarera Sabara Bitar. The best of the Brahmins then offered his obeisances to the Ganges and entered the Lord's assembly. Tanideki Prabhu Kichu Ishat Hasya Basite Bolila Ate Adara Korea. Seeing him, the Lord slightly smiled as he offered him a seat with great respect. Paramani Shanka Se Digvijayar Tabu Prabhu Dekila Sadva Sahoilatar. Although the Digvijayi was very brave by nature and a champion of learning besides, he was nevertheless frightened on seeing the Lord. Ishwara Swabhava Shakti E Matahoy Dekite Matra Tani Sadvasa Janmoy. The power of the Supreme Lord's natural characteristic is such that the very sight of him produces fear. Shatapanchakata Prabhu Kahivi Prasange Jigyasite Tare Kichu Arambila Range. After exchanging a few words of introduction, the Lord began to sportingly inquire from him. Prabhu Kohe Tomara Kavitvera Nahi Sima Hena Nahi Jahatumi Nakora Varnana Gangara Mahima Kichu Koraha Patana Shunya Sabar How Papa Vimochan Shuni Se Digvijayi Prabhur Vachan Se Kane Haribari Lagila Barnan Druta J Lagila Vipra Korite Barnan Katarupe Bolit Tara Ke Koribe Sima. The Lord said, there is no limit to your poetic ability. There is nothing that you are unable to describe. Please recite some of the glories of the Ganges, for by hearing such glories, everyone's sins are destroyed. Hearing the Lord's request, the Digvijayi immediately began to describe the glories of the Ganges. Who can fathom the countless verses that the Brahmins so quickly recited? Katamega Shuni Jena Koraye Garjan Hemata Kavit Vera Sambirya Patan. The Digvijayi's recitation was like the deep rumbling of clouds. Jiwaya Apani Saraswati Adishtan Jebulaye Say Hoy Atyanta Praman. Since Saraswati personally resided on the tongue of Digvijayi, whatever he spoke was authorized. Manushyara shakyetaha dushibeka ke hena vidya banta nahi buji beka jay. No human being had the ability to refute his speech, for no scholar could even understand him. Sahasra jata prabhura sishyagan avakhoila sabi shuninya barnan. The Lord's thousands of students all became speechless on hearing those descriptions. Pushta Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat. Sahasra jata Prabhu Sishyagan Abak Hoila Savi Shuniya Varnan. The Lord's thousands of students all became speechless on hearing those descriptions. Rama Adbhuta Smarana Sishyagan Manushyare Mata Ki Spuraye Katan. Rama, how wonderful, they marveled. Can an ordinary human being speak like this? Jagate Adbhuta Jata Shabda Alankar Sebai Kavi Bera Varna Nahiyar. The most wonderful words and literary ornaments in the world were all used in the Digvijayi's recitation. Sarva Shastre Maha Visharara Jai Jan Hena Shabda Tasabara Obujite Visham. Even those who were fully conversant in the scriptures had great difficulty understanding his words. So the Kashmiri pandit has come to Navadip. Imata Prahara Kaneka Digvijayi Adbhuta Separai Tatapi Antanai. The Digvijayi continually recited in this amazing way for 3 hours without coming to an end. Patijadi Digvijayi Hoila Abasar Tabihase Bolilena Sri Gaurasundar. When Digvijayi finally finished his recitation, Sri Gaurasundar smiled and spoke. Tomaraje Shabdera Gratama Abhipray Tumibine Bujaile Bujanahijai. The purport of your words are so exalted that unless you explain them, no one can understand. Iteke apane kichu korahab yakyan jay shabde jay bola say supraman. Iteke apane kichu korahab yakyan jay shabde jay bolo to me say supraman. Therefore, please explain a portion of your recitation, for whatever meaning is explained by you must be accepted. Shuniya Prabhurabhakya Sarva Manohar Bhyakya Koribari Lagilena Viprabar. Hearing the Lord's enchanting words, the best of the Brahmins began to explain. Bhyakya Korilena Matra Prabhu Sekane Dushilena Arimaya Ante Teenstane. But as soon as he began to explain a verse, the Lord immediately pointed out faults in the beginning, middle, and end of the verse. Prabhu bole e sakala shabda lankar shastramate shuddha hoite vishama par. The Lord said, according to the scriptures, all the words and literary ornaments that you have used are far from correct. Tumiva diachakon abripaya kori bolo deki kahilena goranga Sri Hari. But please tell us, what was your intended meaning of these ornaments? Asked Lord Gauranga. So here, there's a reference that's made to quoting the Adi Leela, where this incident is described in the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Of course, at this time, This is in the Chaitanya Bhagavat. And the verse that was challenged by the Lord is Mahatvam Gangaya Sadatamidam Abhati Nitaram Yad Esha Sri Vishnu's Charana Kamalotpati Subhaga Dvitiya Sri Lakshmir Eva Suranarar Arya Charana Bhavani Bhartur Ye Shirasi Vibhavati Adbhuta Guna. Greatness of Mother Ganges always brilliantly exists. She is the most fortunate because she emanated from the lotus feet of Sri Vishnu, the personality of God. She is the second goddess of fortune, and therefore she is always worshipped, both by demigods and by humanity. Endowed with all wonderful qualities, she flourishes on the head of Lord Shiva. Prabhu Boliye Sabala Shabdalankar Shastramati Shudahoiti Vishamapar. The Lord said, according to the scriptures, all the words and literary ornaments that you have used are far from correct. When Digvijayi began to explain the verse he had composed, the Lord pointed out metaphorical faults in the beginning, middle, and end of the verse. The expert combination of words and absence of metaphorical faults necessary in the composition of a verse were not found in the Digvijayi's verse. One should study the 5 faults and 5 qualities pointed out by the Lord in Digvijayi's verse as found in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. The second line of the verse indicates that even if one wanted to establish that the words and literary ornaments were used according to the respective literary rules, it would be extremely difficult to do so. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it describes that when Mahaprabhu heard the Digvijayi say 100 verses, glorification of the Ganga, he said, well, can you please analyze your poetry? And then the pandit was very proud. He said, what do you mean? And Mahaprabhu said, well, show us what the glories of the verse are and what the faults are. And then the pandit said, there are no faults. Then Mahaprabhu, he actually quoted one of the verses, and the pandit was amazed. I said these verses like the blowing wind. How could you remember that? Well, somebody as famous as a great Kaviraj, and somebody is also famous as Shrutidar, someone who can hear one time and can remember. So the Mahaprabhu quoted the verse, and then he said, now tell us what are the good aspects of this verse and what are the faults. And he said, this verse is perfect, has no faults. And then Mahaprabhu pointed out some literary embellishments which were incorrect. About 3 verses had the repetition of sound, but when the fourth verse, the other line did not have what's that called when you have a repetition of right. That so the Digvijayi Pandit listened, and he said, how can you say anything about this? You're not a literary poet. And Mahaprabhu then said, no. Then he said, but you have quoted that the one line he said was especially wrong. He says, Dvitriya Sri Lakshmiriva Narar Archa Charan O Bhavani Bharturs Jaishirasi Vibhavati Adbhuta Guna. Bhavani Bhartur, like another, the husband of Bhavani. And then Mahaprabhu says, well, everybody knows that the husband of Bhavani is Lord Shiva, but if you say Bhavani Bhartur, it makes it sound like she has another husband. So that Bhavani, that she has another husband. So he says, and then Mahaprabhu quoted, it's like saying, give this to give this to the wife, to the husband of the wife of the Brahmin or something. It makes it sound like that the wife has a second husband. He says this is incorrect usage and it creates doubt. So then, Prabhu bole sakala shabda lankar shastramate shuddha hoite vishamapar. The Lord said, according to the scriptures, all the words and literary ornaments that you have used are far from correct. Tumiba diyachakon abhipraya kori bolodeki kohilena goranga Sri Hari. But please tell us, what was your intended meaning of these ornaments? Asked Lord Gauranga. Eta bore Saraswati putra Digvijayi siddhantana spurikachu buddhi gela kahin. Digvijayi, the great son of Saraswati, was unable to properly explain, for his intelligence had left him. Shata pancha bole vipra probiti nare jay bole tai doshe goranga sundar. Whatever little attempt he made to defend himself was refuted by Lord Gorasundar. The phrase Buddhi Gela Kahin indicates that his intelligence has gone somewhere. In other words, the Digvijayi's reasoning ability was lost or vanquished. Whatever little attempt he made to defend himself was refuted by Lord Gorasundar. Sakala Pratibha Pailaha Konstane Apanena Buje Vipra Kibole Apane. It appeared that the Digvijayi's intelligence had taken leave of him, for he didn't even know what he was saying. Prabhu bole Thakur Parakichuar Pariteo Purvamata Shakti Nahiyar. The Lord said, leave this verse and recite another. But the Digvijayi was unable to recite like before. Konjitra Tanahana Samoha Prabhustane Bedeo Payana Moha Jara Vidyamani. It is not unusual that Digvijayi was bewildered in front of the Lord, because even the Vedas are bewildered in the presence of the Lord. Apane Ananta Chaturmukha Panchanan Ja Sabar Jiste Hoy Ananta Bhuvan Tara O Payana Moha Jara Vidyamani Konchitra Se Vipara Moha Prabhustani. Lord Brahma, Lord Ananta, and Lord Shiva create, maintain, and annihilate innumerable universes. When even they are bewildered before the Lord, then what is surprising if this Brahman was bewildered? Good morning. How are you? Lakshmi Saraswati Adi Jati Jogamaya Ananda Brahmanda Mohe Jasavarachaya. Unlimited universes are bewildered by Maya, the shadow of Lakshmis. Unlimited universes are bewildered by Maya, the shadow of Lakshmi, Saraswati, and other internal potencies of the Lord. Tahara Payena Moha Jara Vidyamane Ateva Pachi Se Takena Sarvakane. Yet she is also bewildered in the presence of the Lord, and therefore she always stands behind him. Vidakarta Seishao Mohapaya Jarastani Konchitra Digvijayi Moha Bhattahani. When the compiler of the Vedas and even Ananta Sesha are bewildered in the presence of the Lord, then what is surprising if the Digvijayi is bewildered? Manushe e sabakarya sambhava bara tai boli tara sakala karyadara. It is impossible for ordinary living entities to understand the activities of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, his activities are transcendently glorious. Mule jata kichu karma korana ishware sakale nishtara hetu dukite jivere. In fact, the activities performed by the Supreme Lord are all meant for the deliverance of the conditioned souls. Digvijayi Jadi Parajayi Praveshila Sishyagan Hashibare Udyato Hoila. As the Digvijayi faced defeat, the Lord's students were on the verge of laughing. Sabare Prabhu Korelena Nibaran Vipraprati Bolilena Madhura Bachan. The Lord, however, forbade them from laughing and sweetly spoke to the Brahmin. Ajichala Tumi Shaba Kora Vashaprati Kali Vichariba Saba Tomara Samati. You please go home for today, and tomorrow we will discuss some more. Tumio Hoila Shrandaneka Padiya Nisha Oaneka Jai Sui Takagiya. You must be tired from your long recitation, and it is getting late. Please go take rest. Emata Prabhu Komala Bhyabasaya Jahare Jinena Seha Duka Nahipaya. The Lord's behavior was so gentle that whoever was defeated by him felt no distress. Senabadipe Jata Adyapaka Ache Jinial Sabare Toshena Prabhupache. After defeating each of the teachers in Navadip, the Lord satisfied them with his sweet behavior. Chala Jigari Giya Base Putechaha Kale J Jijnashi Taha Bolibari Chaha. The Lord continued, let us go home today, then after looking at your books, come tomorrow and answer my questions. Jinia Okare Na Korena Teja Banga Sabai Hoyena Prita Hena Tana Ranga. Even after defeating someone, the Lord did not insult them, and thus everyone was pleased with him. Such were the pastimes of the Lord. Ateva Navadipe Jatika Pandita Sabara Prabhura Prate Manibora Prita. That is why all the learned scholars of Navadip were so affectionate to the Lord. Sishigan Samahati Chalila Prabhugar Digvijayi Hoilabora Lachitantar. As the Lord returned home with his students, the Digvijayi felt great shame. Well, tomorrow I'll continue with this reading.
Very instructive. Both by example, Mahaprabhu, and by his inconceivable transcendental power. He took away the intelligence of the great pandit who was bewildered. And not only that, but Vrindaban Das Thakur, he goes on to explain how everyone, top to bottom, even Ananta Sesha, is bewildered in the presence of the Supreme Lord. How wonderful and absolute is his control, his maintenance, his power. And then he explained even further his humility. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Srila Maharaj talks that we're in the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, and he says, in the Madhva Sampradaya, because Lord Brahma is the head of the Sampradaya, when they comment on the Madhvacharya, comments on the Srimad Bhagavatam, they omit any commentary on the chapter where Lord Brahma is bewildered by Krishna. And then Guru Maharaj comments, but we can accept that even though he's the Sampradaya head, because even Krishna is bewildered by himself. It describes how Krishna, when seeing his reflection in the jeweled pillar, he was completely bewildered. And he was wanting to feel that emotion which Srimati Radharani has for Krishna. So everyone is bewildered before the Lord, even Guru or not Guru, anyone will be bewildered before the Lord. Okay, so now we'll sing Hari Harai. Hari Harai Namo Krishna Jadavaya Namo.
Hari Harai Namo Krishna Jadavaya Namo.
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namo.
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namo.
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudan.
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudan. Jaya Rupa Sanatana Bhakta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Rasa Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Rasa Raghunath Nishai Gosai Kori Charana Bhalan Nishai Gosai Kori Charana Bhalan Namaste Vijnana Shabisa Puran Namaste Vijnana Shabisa Puran Nishai Gosai Dharmui Karana Nishai Gosai Dharmui Karana Sasavar Pada Renu Mora Panchagan Sansavara Pada Renu Mora Panchagan Hare Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanevan Hare Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanevan Jame Jame More Avilan Jame Jame More Avilan Nishai Gosai Jabe Vaje Koyaman Nishai Gosai Jabe Vaje Koyaman Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Kori La Prakan Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Kori La Prakan Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjari Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjari Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Padma Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Padma Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamada Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamada Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Shaparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhara Jyoti Jai Jayam Vishnupad Naman Shaparavajaka Charya Ashtadhara Sadha Shishi Mat Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa
Parabhajaka Chari Ashta Tara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhakta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhadra Dasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Prince Go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Ki Jai Janardan Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavaranya Shiva Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai Ananda Goti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai Shri Ramayapur Ki Jai Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Sri Kuladvip Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai Ganga Devi Ki Jai Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Sri Vrindaban Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Ramkunda Radhakunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai Shri Purushottam Madam Ki Jai Baladev Subhadra Jagannath Ju Ki Jai Bhakti Vigna Vinashaya Shri Nrsingadev Ki Jai Bhakta Prabhara Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Sripad Bhakti Chandan Parvat Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Pushta Krishna Prabhu Ki Jai
Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki
Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol